Hey, Slightly Unblended, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today I'm trying out the Child palette from Colourpop Cosmetics. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Hey everybody, I'm super excited to finally film this. I have had this palette in for a couple of days. I've just been super busy. But I'm going to try out the Child palette from Colourpop. Isn't it cute? Look at Baby Yoda. Well, I know it's not Baby Yoda, but look at the child. I'm super excited. These shades are fairly unique. So I'm not going to talk too much. I may include swatches. I'll try to leave like a timestamp or something down below if I do end up doing the swatches. So for right now, I'm just going to go ahead and grab my ABH A14 brush, and I'm not quite sure which shade that I want to dive into first, but we're just gonna play around and see what I think. So I think I'm gonna start out with the shade Droid Protocol, which is right here. This kind of almost rusty looking shade, and I'm just gonna pack it into the outer corner of my eye and go into the deep crease with it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just packing the shade down, and I'm gonna run it through the crease, just doing a little tiny back and forth little packing motions. I prefer to do it that way. You can just go in and start to blend or whatever you're the most comfortable with. So do you watch The Mandalorian? I have passively been watching it with my husband because I'm usually like really busy editing or crafting. I don't watch a lot of TV unless I turn on anime and I'm just like taking a break from working on stuff. But this new season so far seems like it's pretty interesting. I need to rewatch, and I feel like I watched it more like when the first season came out, but I also feel like it's been a really long time since then, and I've kind of forgotten like everything that went on. So I kind of feel like I need to have a Mandalorian marathon. I also have some of the face crystals or the eye crystals from Colourpop that I feel like would just be really cute with this look. I have an idea, so I'm excited. I'm not sure exactly how I want to do it, but I'm like brainstorming as I'm packing this down. So I'm taking it into the deep crease and into the crease just a little bit higher so we can have that depth and we can see just about every shade that we add to get that blend to pop in. Okay, so I'm digging this. This is more like a chocolatey fudge brown. I don't know, but so far I feel like I like this palette. It's hard for me to not like a Colourpop palette. So I'm just cleaning this brush off, and I'm going to take the Morphe M507 brush and I'm going to go into the shade Float Your Crib, which is the one that's right beside the shade that we just used, which is Droid Protocol. I was looking at the back because I didn't even realize that on the back that there was like the names of the shades as well. And the packaging is so cute. Like, I don't know, it's got like, you can feel like there's raising of like the little stars and little glittery things. It's so cute. Okay, so I'm just going to take this. Whew. Alright. I'm going to blend out that first shade. Oh wow, this is like almost like an army green shade or olive. How fuzzy. I don't even know know where all these fuzzies come from. I just cleaned these brushes. Like, I probably used them once since I cleaned them. So I'm just taking tiny little back and forth windshield wiper motions to get these blended together, or like blended out. And I'm just gonna flick this out just a little bit. Out and upwards, kind of winging it. Just seems to be my life. I'm just winging it. Okay, I cleaned off my Morphe 507 brush. I'm gonna take some more of that Droid Protocol just to touch it up, because I did lose a little bit of the pigment with blending that in, but that's okay. Alright, now that I have that touched up, I'm just gonna take my elusive Sigma E25 brush and make sure I have it cleaned off, because it looked like it had a little bit of powder or shadows from last time. So now I'm just going to take Babyface, which is like right here in the center of the palette, and it is like a cute little different kind of green shade. So I'm going to blend out Float Your Crib with this. Getting all of the Yoda vibes. I'm going to take it underneath the outer corner of my eye as well, just to get it a nice blend. I'm going to wing it out. So I really feel like this is about to be a trust the process look, because I'm not super crazy about how these shades look together. My fault, because I probably did not necessarily blend it the way I should have. I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'm going to take some more Float Your Crib just to touch it up. Okay, this is working out a lot better. I just needed to give it a little bit of work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that ABH A14 brush and I'm going to go with Float Your Crib a little bit more. And on this outer corner area, I'm really going to focus it just to get it winged out. Okay, I'm starting to feel like this is good. Alright, I'm going to clean this brush off and I'm going to go back into Droid Protocol. And I'm just going to focus on touching up that deep crease area. I kind of feel like I shouldn't have used that shade, because it kind of really blends in with the Float Your Crib shade. So it's no one's fault but my own. I just like to try to use as many shades as possible when I get a new palette and I want to film for you guys. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit more Babyface on this Luxie tapered blending brush. And I'm just going to focus that on the inner corner area just to get the shade Float Your Crib blended out nicely. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now, I feel like this is going to be alright for right now. So I'm just going to take a Q-tip with some micellar water and clean up my lid space. Okay, so I think this is how I want it for right now. Yeah, she kind of carved out. So what do I want to do? I think I'm going to take a little bit more of Droid Protocol. I'm going to take my Colourpop E10 brush, and I'm going to kind of tap that along the edges of this primer here, just barely. Just kind of bring it in a little bit. I'm sorry I keep looking at the camera all awkwardly. I'm trying to make sure it doesn't cut off because I know it's going to pretty soon. I think for the shimmer, I'm going to use the Force and Precious Cargo. Yeah, those seem, so the Force is right here, and then Precious Cargo is right here. What? This is Precious Cargo, and then the Force is right here. I don't know if I, like, pointed that out. No. Wait, am I wrong? Yeah. See, this is the Force, and on the back it says Sipping Soup. So anyway, the Force and Precious Cargo. These two right here. I don't need to be looking at the back to be saying what it is, because I'll be wrong. I'm going to take my Luxie Small Shader brush and dip into the Force. I'm excited about this because it seems like it's going to be buttery. Colourpop tends to have buttery shimmer shades. Oh. Wow. Let's see if I don't have a better brush to apply this with. Let me try this one that was out of my Naked Smoky palette and see if I can get more of what I'm wanting. Because this is kind of applying this is kind of trying to apply like one of their super shadows, and I find that those ones are best applied with a finger, but I'm gonna try to make this work. Really try to get up in there and hug that woo, I almost dropped the F-bomb. I'm gonna try to get it up in there and hug that crease. Oh my gosh, I was just about to do that, but I usually do anyway. I just don't know, you know, about running anybody that might be interested in my videos off by dropping all these dirty words. Alright, so I feel like that did what I wanted, except I got a little bit of the shimmer on some of that matte, and I'm not happy about that. It's my fault though. So now I'm going to go into Precious Cargo. I'm going to use that Luxie Small Shader brush for that because this looks like a different formula. Oh, yes. And I think just to get those meshed together, well, blended together, I'm going to take right hand Mando just to like pop in the center of those and have a more gradient effect. Alright, I'm liking that together. I'm just, something about these shimmers seem a little bit different. I wonder if they're not Super Shock. I don't know, they're just applying a little bit different from the other ones, I feel like. And it's not a bad thing, it's just I was kind of like expecting more of like, which one do I have? Well, Smoke Show's right here. I was expecting more of like the shimmers out of the Smoke Show or Blowing Smoke, whatever they're calling it now, palette. You see, like they're more, my camera doesn't like to focus on anything but where I have it set, but it's just like, I don't know, they don't look, you see, they kind of look, they're very shimmery, but they kind of look flat, if that makes sense. I'm going to try to make that make sense. But those look like, you know, you're going to touch them and they're going to be like just the shimmer, right? Okay, and with this almost looks like fluffy because it's just like really textured, I think is the word I'm looking for. So it kind of just reminds me of a Super Shock eyeshadow. But yeah, I mean, I don't dislike it. It's just kind of like caught me off guard. So what I'm going to do now is take a little bit more of Droid Protocol. Well, no, I've taken some Droid Protocol. I'm going to take a little bit of Little Frog. Why not? Just a little bit of it. I'm going to take the Morphe M507 brush. And I'm going to tap that along the edges of that exposed primer. And just kind of blend it with Droid Protocol. But like really get it nice and blended with these shimmers. I think I'm going to take my Colourpop E10 brush for this. Alright, yeah, so that is exactly kind of the effect that I was going for, but I am going to go in with Droid Protocol and touch it up just a tiny bit. So I'm just going to really just kind of like baby blend this. Okay, so I really feel like for right now, this is how I'm going to keep it. I'm going to go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. What do you think? I think that this palette's pretty good. I did kind of find myself struggling a little bit with the Droid Protocol shade, but I feel like it's because something that I was doing. I don't think that I was blending it right. So right now I'm going to do a quick swatcheroo, make sure my hands are nice and clean, get a little Germ-X so that I don't get germs in my palette, even though my hands are clean because I've been doing my makeup. But alright, so I'm going to start with the top row here and work my way over. I'm going to just swatch them on my arm and then hold it up because I suck at swatching. So, and my arms are kind of scratched up, so don't pay any mind to that. I was playing with the cats and I was getting their little tumma, and so they decided that I was going to be their prey and ball up on me and scratch me. It was funny. Like, that doesn't bother me when they do stuff like that. I'm used to it. I've had cats like my whole life. But it's always the funniest thing to me when they start playing around and acting goofy. Alright, so here's the swatches. I don't know if these are showing up any better, but see if I can't turn my arm anymore. Yeah, so I suck at swatching. I have like awkward arms, I guess. But yeah, so let me know what you'd like to see next down below. And I also like, I don't know, have this cute little Ray of Sunshine palette that I also got from Colourpop. Would you be interested in me doing a look with that? Do we want fall looks? Do we want more like glam for holidays? Are we not feeling too festive for the holidays? Let me know what you think down below. Also, if you'd like to know what I've been like having stuck in my head, because I've been really like jamming out to some stuff lately, like Mom Jeans and Marietta, because I'd heard of them, I've never really listened to them. Can have a playlist down below if you're interested. Don't forget to use the hashtag slightlyunblended for a chance to be featured in an upcoming video. I have my Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and all that good stuff down below if you would like to keep up with what awkward shenanigans I have going on. And I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!